The Celtics are taking on the Heat for game 2 in the Eastern Conference playoffs, and I've got your free NBA pick coming right up. I'm Allie Burns from Picks Parlays, and the official sponsor of Picks Parlays is, of course, Caesars Sportsbook. To capitalize on their new promotion, you guys have got to check out the description of this video. For all new accounts, click on that link and find up to $1,100 in first bet insurance. You guys do not want to miss out on that value. Now, with me today from Winning Free Picks, I've got expert handicapper Sean Higgs here to give us the playoff play. What's happening, Higgs?
Not much. Looking to make a little money on the hardwood. Moving away from the bases on a Thursday.
Sometimes you gotta. The NBA season's dwindling at this point. We only have so many games. This is the series that I am most into out of the two. Celtics are at the Heat. Celtics are already down one game. Heat are -3.5 here, and the total's 207.5. What are we looking at in this one, Higgs?
Yeah, I split out in game one. I had the Heat early, so I had a -130. I had the under, nowhere near getting that under there. But, this game here, let's be honest, it's Celtics, you're down 0-1, desperation time, right? You don't want to – you got to come in and steal one here. So I'm looking at two things in this spot. One, I'm going to take the Celtics for the first half around the money line. If this is going to be a series, I know they got guys out, but if this is going to be any kind of series and not Miami walking into this one 4-1, 4-2 and making it easy, the Celtics need to come out strong here. So – first half for me, give me a little money line on the Celtics. But I also like the Heat for the game here. Now, Jimmy Butler, I think people, and he said it, he's like, I think people sleep on me. And I think people forget what a good player this guy is. And Miami's just kind of a team that, it's not the sexy. It's not Embiid. It's not like, well, here come the Celtics and all their young players. It's not like KD and Irv and Kyrie or Giannis. It's like it's Miami. They're they're good. This is a very good team. Defensively they're solid. They're not Boston, but again, I'm going to go Boston first half here because it's a desperation mode, and they got to come out and inject their will per se, or however whatever they got to do here. Let's throw out all the little cliches here. What Boston has to do here early, but I still think the Heat are the better team. I think Jimmy Butler just seems like he's going to play possessed here. So I think the Heat win this one kind of going away. They'll be tight for a little bit. Celtics look good. And we saw that the other day, right? They were leading for 3 quarters? So give me the Celtics first half. Again, Heat, I think, take care of business as the game progresses. And we'll go full game Miami.
All right. So the way my brain thinks about this is if we're doing if what you say is going to happen happens, then you can get that Heat number at a much better number in game. Because if the Celtics do come out in the first half and they are rocking and rolling, which I agree with you, I think that's like a typical play for me in these kind of situations. The away team or the behind team comes out strong, then they kind of fizzle out as that home team is like, okay, calm down. This is what's really going to happen. Yeah. But there's an opportunity there where you can get the Heat, at a pick, at a +1.5, +2, get them plus on the money line, that kind of situation. So that's really what I'm going to be looking for, is to take the Heat at a better number than 3.5. Although I'm not opposed to a -3.5 at all. So if you can't in play, if you're not that kind of person, I don't hate this bet either.
Listen,
just share some info.
I totally agree. But again, what am I going to come in here and say? Well, let's hope the Heat go down by 6 early and live bet them at +1. We can't put that in the chat. Who's going to do that?
Right. But what you're saying is that the Celtics will win the first half. And if the Celtics are up in the first half, then what will happen to that in-play number is it will become less than a -3.5.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with what you're saying, but just so other people can think of it this way, if that does happen, then you can get that at a better number.
Definitely.
I'm just an in-player. I'm an in-play all day, kind of lay day. What do you want from me, Higgs? What do you want? It's who I am. Higgs, you're crushing things over at picksandparlays.net. Number 1 in baseball. You've led baseball for the entire season over on the site, and you're leading by about $500 ahead of how much money that you've ahead of the other capper for how much you've made for our viewers. Tell the people what else you're doing over at picksandparlays.net.
Oh, we're chipping away hockey and NBA. Again, I mentioned we split out on our NBA there with the Heat and the under. And in hockey the other night, we had both dogs. So, again, winning day because we had big dogs. And, again, I'll throw out some hockey. I'll throw out some NBA playoffs, right? I got a couple things posted for the upcoming days. but basically a lot of baseball. But again, if you get the weekly pass, you get the week 3-day or whatever, you're going to get everything's all included. It's not, but it is what it is. We get NBA. It's limited. You get a game a night. It's kind of nice. But on the flip side of that is, the lines are going to be right where they are. So as you mentioned, in-game playing could be a better route to go. I throw the full game out there because I know some people just want, well, who do you like in the game? But in gaming, playoff time, again, I'm not a huge in-game guy. I don't run out and say, let's just do that. Because, again, on a regular college basketball Saturday, it's 120 games. Fine. Yeah. Playoff time, totally different. NFL playoffs, you got a game standalone. You can make some money. Let's do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we can't speculate. We can't say if this happens, then do this. And if that happens, then do that when you're selling picks. I totally get that also. For the purpose of the free pick video, I just thought I'd add a tip. But another tip I'm going to give you guys is that when you click on Sean Higgs at picksandparlays.net and you're buying his premium plays, use the promo code NHL. That's going to save you an extra 20% off whatever is in your cart at checkout. So definitely make sure you get on top of that promo code. And until then, we're going to roll with the Celtics on the money line in the first half, and then the Heat full game -3.5. Good luck, everyone.